Witajcie w galaktyce Andromedy. Ja jestem Nelvein i razem zagrajmy w najnowszą część serii Mass Effect. Witajcie jeszcze na Eladen. Tak naprawdę to się udajemy właśnie Tempest, odlatujemy, bo wszystko jest załatwione. Bo sporo się zmieniło na Eladenie, już jest... wiem, czego jeszcze nie zrobiłem, to jest ewentualnie jeszcze druga krypta gdzieś ukryta. Ale to nie jest obowiązkowa rzecz, więc może na razie sobie odpuścimy. No właśnie. Dla Peebee wykonujemy zadanie. Zobaczymy, co mam do powiedzenia.
There you are.
Hi.
Cicha jesteś? Swobodnie.
Okay, who stole Peebee and put you in her clothes?
Not funny.
It's a little funny.
Okay, it's a little funny. I received this.
Hey babe, sorry I broke your pet. It lacked versatility. Couldn't keep up. Maybe I'll do the same with your other new toy. Ta.
She means you. I hate her.
Naprawdę?
Really? Are you sure about that?
Oh, I don't know. It's not that she took my bot and broke her. We got Puck back and I repaired her. Better than ever. Now my scanner's fully upgraded and sweeping the cluster for remnant signals. We won.
So what's the problem?
It's just drummed up feelings I thought I'd put behind me. Turns out I just buried them. This is what happens when you let people in. You acquire baggage. I travel light, damn it. No baggage.
Może się otworzyć.
Letting people in can be life-changing. In the best way. In a never-been-done way.
I want to, but also I don't. That's the problem with strings. Too complicated. I let Kalinda become important to me. Look where that ended up. Now you've become, or you're becoming, important. But you need to know, I resist checking out of this hotel every day.
Marny hotel.
With accommodations like these, I don't blame you.
You are funny. I just need a little space. Time to think. Hopefully, my now REM-tech-infused scanner will pick up something amazing and make all this Kalinda trouble worthwhile.
Czy coś ma do powiedzenia, Peebee?
Ryder, hey. I'm so glad we got Puck back. It's weird, but I missed her.
To nie jest dziwne.
You built her. There's investment in that. I can see why you'd miss her.
Not my typical MO, but maybe that's it. So, what's up?
Thanks for chatting.
You
Nic
know it.
konkretnego, dobra. Okej. Pewnie i z resztą załogi przydałoby się pogadać. Mamy do... Ojej, tu mamy sporo tego. Mamy do odebrania nagrody. Mamy do odblokowania, ile punktów mam. Materiałów, innowacyjność daje jedno miejsce na ulepszenia. 5 mam, ok. Dobra, kapsuły wojskowe. Wydatkowe miejsce na przedmiot jednorazowy. O, to by się przydało. Odblokuję przedmiot jednorazowy. Ciągła gotowość, zapasy wojskowe. Ok. Tak. Taką premię 23 na otrzymanie broni pancerza, to nie jest potrzebne. Jeszcze są dodatkowych. Bywczych, skaczy zdobywaniem minerałów. Handlowe. Ten uzyskuje dostęp do specjalnych towarów, handlarzy. Problem w tym, że ja nie praktycznie, jeśli nie przetworzonych minerałów, przedmiotów finansowych, które można kupić. Strasznie mało co korzystam z handlarzy, no. Pomogę, o, pojemność ekwipunku. O, czekaj, dominacja na rynku. Niższe karty modów fuzyjnych. Dobra, dominacja na rynku wymaga powiązania w strefie, dobra.
Ryder, I was just about to call you.
Everything all right?
I've got numbers, coordinates, flashing in my head. I think it's an SOS from Mason.
To mało prawdopodobne.
That's quite the leap.
Just hear me out. What if Mason's using my SAM implant to send me his location?
We did find evidence that Natanus may be intact.
What evidence?
A bunch of stasis pods were jettisoned from the Ark. No survivors. But the logs show it happened long after Natanus hit the Scourge.
Someone's still flying the damn thing.
Nie da się ponieść.
Scourge or not, colonists were ejected from the Ark.
There must be an explanation. Here are the coordinates for my implant. Meet me there. We'll find answers.
No dobra, mamy dodatkowe miejsce, tak. Ja mam jeszcze nic o arcysalarian. Jestem ciekaw, czy to z fabułą się coś dowiemy.
Just talked to Kesh. Looks like some of the clan are back at the Nexus. Hired on as mercs instead of part of the initiative, but still. Good call you made. Letting her keep the drive core.
New dawn for the Krogan, huh?
Never thought I'd see the day. Sovereign Krogan as equal allies. My mother would have approved.
A, jest pułapka.
Hi there. You must be the one eating all our cereal.
Nie wydaje się niebezpieczne.
No poison glands or claws, nothing on scans. You're probably only a risk to leftovers.
Przydałoby się go zbadać.
You know, Pathfinders is supposed to catalog all new life forms. I should find you somewhere safer than our cargo bay.
W innym świecie może to nie być, może być naszym
How
zwierzątkiem.
about a nice warm cage in my quarters and all the cereal you can eat? Guess everybody around here needs a home.
Detaeon. Detaeon. A home in the middle of Kadara despite it all.
The Roka go to Kadara and recruit the desperate. I've heard a Roka recruiter weaving his magic. Even I was convinced. My reports from Ephra regarding Aksul are worrying. I don't understand how the Roka manages to recruit so many.
Magia montażu szybko przeniosła nas na Kedarę.
I was told you could help me find an Angara named Lieta.
No can do.
Why not?
I was generously compensated to keep my mouth shut. I'm a man of my word. I'm sure you understand.
Why would she pay you to cover her trail?
Not my job to ask questions. She wouldn't have told me anyway. We weren't exactly friends, but she treated me like a stranger the day she left. I shouldn't be telling you this. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Hey, I'm a good friend to have. You help me, and I'll help you.
Go on.
I can bend Sloane's ear. That's worth more than credits.
Sold. I can't tell you where she went. I can't stop you from taking a peek at my doc records either. Especially if you knew the passcode is 1837.
Got it. Thanks.
I don't know what you mean.
Thanks for your time.
Back to work. crates won't move themselves, people.
Joel, the records say Lieta went to Aya for recovery. She was injured.
It must have been bad if she was sent to Aya.
What happened on Eladin?
There's a resistance med center on Aya. That's where we'll find answers.
No a teraz z kolei jesteśmy już na AI, czyli planecie Angarów. Mamy jedno zadanie nowe, natomiast poza tym przyszliśmy wymaksować, powiedzmy, te zadania, które jeszcze zostały. Tutaj się nawet zebrało kilka zadań. Raz, dwa, trzy, jakieś 4, 5, widzę całkiem sporo, chyba 6 nawet. No więc spokojnie załatwiamy tutaj wszystko.
I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
Your survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city? I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested quinoa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Settlers on Kadara are suffering from a bacterial infection. They need Angaran antibiotics to fight it. A medic in the city should be able to help.
Got it. They'll have that medicine in no time.
Eladin's water purifier can't keep up with demand. They're requesting one of those Angaran ionic filters. There are engineers who work on the aqueducts here. I'll bet they have what we need.
On it. One filter coming up.
No to ładne zapotrzebowanie mają.
Pathfinder, more of your outposts need help, if you have time. Vol's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. The solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find.
No dobra. Po kolei lecimy w takim razie. Z zadaniami. Trzeba poddawać artefakty. Tutaj zakupić jakieś teraz rzeczy. No jest tego trochę.
You're always a welcome sight, Pathfinder. Still no word from our search vessel. How goes your hunt for the missing satellites?
Your people caught scavengers from Kadara port stealing them. There was a fight. Your ship lost.
I sent them out. And risked your life, too. The scavengers, Angaran? Have our deserters preyed upon us again?
O Jezu, nie pamiętam, mówię szczerze. Podejrzewam, że byli z Nexusa.
The criminals were my people. Exiles. They ripped your satellites into scrap. I brought what's left.
The initiative is supposed to explore, not steal and kill. Why would your people steal something that protects us all? Murder those who are only trying to help.
Jesteśmy źli, wszyscy.
These were a few bad people. There are thousands of good ones out there.
How can we tell the difference? Maybe the others are right. What if you are no better than the Ket?
These scavengers abandoned the initiative, just like your deserters left you.
And we hate them too. Keep what your people stole and go. I can't talk to you anymore.
Zakładam, że to było
Sorry to
uczciwe.
hear things went south with that Angaran astronomer Ryder. Found a silver lining, though. The scrap satellites are gonna come in extra handy.
Not as handy as what we could have had, but I'll take it.
Okej. No może coś jest tutaj w tych wiadomościach. O, biuletyn informacyjny. Atak ketów na Darhijaw. Zwiadowcy ruchu oporu na Volt donoszą, że osada Darhijaw została zniszczona w wyniku ataku ketów. Trwa określane dokładnie liczby ofiar. Jeżeli pochodzisz z tego miejsca lub masz tam rodzinę, skontaktuj się z nami w biurze gubernatora. Przełom w obróbce mieszanki odżywczej. Zespół pracujący nad obróbką żywności odkrył udoskonalenie techniki rafinacji, dzięki którym możliwe jest zwiększenie wartości kalorycznej o 15% i lepsze utrwalenie smaku składników. Oświadczenie Mosze. W odpowiedzi na nieustanne publiczne zapytania dotyczące zdrowia i stanu Mosza Sefy przygotowała ona następujące oświadczenie. Dziękuję wszystkim, którzy wyrażają troskę o moje samopoczucie. Bądźcie spokojni. Obecnie ciężko pracuję wraz z przybyszami z drogi mlecznej nad wyeliminowaniem zagrożenia ze strony ketów i przywróceniem pokoju naszemu ludowi. O, rodziny Elgarów i Tesów połączone. Dwóch rodzin ogłosili połączenie rodów. Doszło do tego w wyniku ślubu synów z obu rodzin. Rodziny wyrażają wielkie zadowolenie z tej unii. Naradzają się nad wykluczającym nazwiskiem, ale dla powiększonego właśnie rodu. Nie wykluczającym nazwiskiem. Nexus przekazuje dary AI. Ambasador Nexusa poinformowała o dostarczeniu na AI dwóch darów. Pierwszy z nich to kulturalno-historyczna wystawa artefaktów z galaktyki Drogi Mlecznej. Drugi to jeden z tak zwanych omnikluczy, narzędzi pionierskich, do których produkcji na własny użytek jesteśmy zachęcani. Przypomnienie o surowych warunkach pogodowych. Biuro gubernator przypomina mieszkańcom AI oraz gościom, że wkraczamy w ten okres roku, w którym pogoda staje się nieprzewidywalna. Przygotujcie się na możliwość wystąpienia nagłych i ostrych burz. I ostrzeżenie. Nieustalone doniesienia o nieprzyjaznych działaniach złomiarzy i bandytów w tym sektorze układu Eladen. Wszystkim statkom odradzamy podróżowanie ustalonymi szlakami, gdyż są one bardzo znane napastnikom. W sprawie aktualnych współrzędnych bezpiecznego przelotu przez plagę proszę kontaktować się z kapitan portu. Dodatkowo radzimy nie wyjawiać szczegółów podróży ani trasy nikomu, kto nie musi ich znać, dla bezpieczeństwa własnego i rozmówników. Okay.
You work on the solar panels? Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
Trochę złomu było. Implanty cybernetyczne. Więc kupił to czy nie? No i potwierdzić. Też potwierdzić wymianę. Ok.
Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
Ven, thought you'd be in a resistance holding cell.
That was Ephra's plan. He wanted to throw me down a hole once he got his precious answers. The Moshae convinced him to release me here. I volunteer and they let me see sunlight.
Okej, to zaskakujące.
I didn't expect the Moshae to be in your corner.
Figures should be forgiving. All part of her image. The Moshae keeps her high ground, and I'm the traitor who gets a second chance.
Przynajmniej zachowałeś życie.
It's better than what Sloan would have done to you.
Lucky me. I should get back to work. They're not paying me to stand around. Oh, that's right. They're not paying me at all.
Ja bym się zdziwił, że mu płacą, nie?
Ambassador. I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before. Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
Wiem, co czujesz.
I know what it's like, jumping out of the cryopod and into the fire.
You've had it far worse. My condolences on your loss. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
To brzmi, jakbyśmy mieli kłopoty.
If something's wrong, I need to know.
Maybe you can help me fix it. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
Dobra, ogarniemy.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
Any.
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong alliance is all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us. But we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
How many of our people have they let into the city?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, engineers, and scholars. The Angara have agreed to allow some of our people to work in Aya's research facilities.
That's huge.
It's more than I expected. Tan wants me to push for social visits, but I'm holding my ground. We need to move at their pace. They've been extraordinarily gracious, all things considered. I'll take whatever they're willing to give.
Inne problemy?
Aside from Sorvis Len, is everything okay? Need anything else?
Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
No.
That's all for now.
Cool.
I'm here if you need anything.
You're one of Ambassador Riala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
To zależy od ciebie?
You can send messages, talk to them on the comm. We'll even arrange a visit.
You get it. All right. I'm in.
O, proste.
Do you work on water filtration here?
I designed the system for it.
Can you sell me an ionic filter? My people need it on Eladin.
If they're tough enough for Eladin, they deserve help. Here.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Ambassador Riala sent me to check on you. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
Mówił coś jeszcze?
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders. He got right up in my face and compared me to a cat. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
Warto by go odszukać.
Sounds like there's more to this. Don't suppose you caught his name?
Didn't ask, didn't want it, didn't need it. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters. See if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
Skanowanie członków ruchu oporu. Moment, co? A kolejna osoba, która chce się przeprowadzić chyba.
Pathfinder, Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
Bądźmy szczerzy.
We'll take every precaution, but entering an alien environment is always a risk.
I appreciate your honesty, and so will my family. I'll convince them to let me go. Thank you.
To dobrze. Że się da przekonać.
Oh, hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
Oczywiście.
I picked this up. Any idea what it might be?
How in the skies did you find an Angaran star map? One that still works, even. It must be pre-Scourge. If we analyze it, we can learn where our people traveled before the Dark Age.
Daleko podróżowali?
Do you know much about where your ancestors traveled?
No, not at all. The Scourge wiped out nearly everything. We're only just beginning to travel again.
Could they have made it to another galaxy, like us?
It's possible. For all we know, there are entire Angaran worlds beyond our reach.
I picked up this figure earlier. It might be Angaran.
This is unfamiliar to me. It does resemble an Angara, but it looks so strange. It's clearly centuries old. Is it an artistic interpretation, or is this what we really look like? The implications. Pathfinder, you may have discovered our earliest artifact yet.
A my to... A może to lepiej. Nie.
Could it be a relic from another culture?
The technique and material matches other Angaran relics, and you found it in one of our worlds. But perhaps the depiction isn't an Angara. It could be a deity of some sort.
Is this Angaran? I found it on one of your homeworlds.
Sun above. It's an ancient Ravan, a musical instrument. It uses Angara's body energy to produce music. We have them now, but nothing this beautiful. The songs it played were probably lost long ago. How much culture have we forgotten? Art, music, stories, it's all gone.
You're already rebuilding. Look at Aya.
We have a long way to go. In any case, relics like this help us. You've given me more to study than I ever expected. I've got a lot of work ahead. Thank you for your help, Pathfinder. I'll let you know if I discover anything.
No to super.
Effa should have come to me.
Shh, Uxul, I'm all right.
You almost died. What's he doing here?
Szukam ciebie.
I asked the Moshai to set up a meeting. I don't want us to be enemies.
Is this true?
Uxul, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. He risked his life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
Akurat zły przykład.
I don't condone what happened on Kadara, but one bad experience doesn't define an entire species.
Your kind has a history of treating each other unfairly. Just ask the Krogan.
How did you...
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the cat, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Axel. He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the cat, even without exaltation, they change us.
Zawsze jest nadzieja.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens.
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
Yeah.
I found the device Ven was using to communicate with the Archon. I think we can use it to triangulate that Ket flagship's nav point.
All you have to do now is board it, steal the Meridian artifact, and escape in one piece.
Puka z masłem.
When you put it like that, it doesn't sound so impossible.
Don't make light. You're venturing to a place of horrors you cannot imagine. No one has attempted anything like this before. For all our sakes, you must succeed. Now it's my turn. Thank you for freeing Ven to at Kadara. I'm told you saved him from execution.
Mam nadzieję, że był użyteczny.
I know you wanted to question him. Did you learn anything?
Enough to understand his motives. He lost his way. But I have hopes he'll find it again. Ephra wanted to punish him. I suggested Ven help tend Aya's gardens. He spent too long surrounded by death. He needs to reconnect with life.
Okej, może coś więcej nam powie o sobie.
When the Ket are gone, if we fix all these worlds, what do the Angara want?
Depends who you ask. We're individuals. Paran will continue spreading hope and optimism. I don't know what Ephra will do without an enemy to fight. Retirement won't suit him. As for me, maybe I'll just fade away. That's what people do when they're no longer needed, right?
Any ideas on how we stop the Ket for good?
The real question is, how do we define victory over them? Complete eradication? Unlikely, costly, and morally dubious. Drive them away? How? What stops them from returning?
Peaceful coexistence doesn't seem to be an option.
There's much we still don't know. The Ket are not a simple problem. We can't reduce them to a simple solution.
I'd like to know more about you.
What about me intrigues you?
You're an expert on several topics. Remnant, Ket, stuff I don't even know exists.
All true. Why? Do you want to be my student?
Is that an option? Because I didn't train for this job. At all.
Yet you do it well. There are two kinds of knowing. What we take in from the universe, and what's already inside us. You have the essentials figured out. The rest you can learn as you go.
What are you working on these days?
I thought being a Ket prisoner was the worst fate imaginable. Then I got home and saw my backlog. A Vela comes in every so often asking if I have a second. At this rate, I'll never catch up. To answer your question, I'm busy with everything and nothing. We'll see which wins.
Are you originally from Aya, or someplace else?
I was born on a research vessel in deep space. My parents were explorers. They never stayed in one place long. My own work has taken me to every world, many times over. They all try to claim me as their own, but if I'm honest, my favorite chair is here.
You and my crewmate have a close relationship. Any advice? Hints?
He talks in his sleep. Worth it for the look on your face. Jarl is a dear and hopeless former student. He has a good spirit. You're lucky to have him, that's all.
My translator doesn't know what to do with your title, Moshai.
Because it isn't a title, it's a reference. People from mythological times before the Scourge. Legends say we once had many Moshai. Master inventors of unfailing wisdom, guided by boundless compassion.
That's a lot to live up to.
It's nonsense. Don't remember who first called me Moshai, but I do recall telling them to shut up. To my regret, the name stuck. I've minded less lately. Being the Moshai has its uses.
Thank you, Moshai.
Ishare.
No dobrze. Statki.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring. My people on Kadara are fighting a bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
Of course. Will this do?
Ja. Która to ta dieta? No, dobra. A, tutaj.
You're not supposed to be here.
Mam coś dla ciebie.
Rorik sent me to find you. He wanted me to give you this cryo bracelet.
Rorik? I don't want it. Take it away. I want nothing to do with Rorik. With any of you.
Powiedz, co się stało.
You've been through a lot, haven't you?
You wouldn't want to hear about it.
Try me.
I was dumped by scavengers. Outsiders who left me for dead. I thought I could come to Aya and feel safe with my people. Forget what happened. And now you're here. Seems like no matter where I go, I can't escape outsiders. All of you need to just go away and leave me alone.
Jest mi ataku.
You were jumped by scavengers?
On Eladon. They said they had salvage to sell. I was stupid enough to follow them. Once we were alone, they attacked. Left me for dead. Took my ship and flew off-world.
How did you get back?
I walked. 3 hours on the dunes, with a few broken ribs. Rode back to Kadara with another salvager.
Jak na je?
I thought Aya wouldn't take anyone from Kadara.
They don't. I told them what happened and they welcomed me. Ephra took me in. He says I'm a fighter. Resistance material. I spent so long wanting more than what Angara worlds could give me. I was wrong.
Nie poddawaj się.
You can't lose faith. Some of those outsiders care about you.
Like who?
Rorik, for one. He sent me to find you, didn't he?
You went to a lot of trouble for someone you didn't know. Why?
Nie wszyscy jesteśmy bandytami.
You ran into the worst of us. But you can't judge us all by their actions.
That sounds like something Rorik might say. Can I see that bracelet again? He actually made it.
He said you can use it to visit him again.
It'll take me some time, but I think I can do that. I know Rorik. He'd blame himself if he knew what happened. It would be better if he didn't know the truth. It's your choice, but think about it.
Co sama mogłabym mu powiedzieć.
I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
That's our man.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
Zamienia się słów.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me.
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
Już wiesz o przyjacielu? Dobra, zaburzyliśmy równowagę.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
Wyjaśnij sprawę.
He thinks you want him dead. Tell him what you just told me, and let's move on.
Thought I was clear the first time. Maybe his translator malfunctioned.
I'll talk to our ambassador. See if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
Ambassador Riala said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder. I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer. I won't be happy as just an observer. I need to work. I engineer power systems. Will I be allowed employment alongside your people?
To zależy od nich, no trochę.
If you put in a request, someone will get back to you.
And if they refuse? We'll have to think about it. Thank you, Pathfinder.
I found Kiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them.
Here, I have the antibiotics for Kadara. Will the settlers be okay?
Once they have these, they'll be fine. I'll make sure they know who to thank.
Czyżby... każdą chwilę możemy
Here,
tak
I found the solar amplifier for
kręcić.
Vold.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
I managed to find an ionic filter for Eladin. Make sure they get it.
I'll get this delivered right away. They'll be relieved to have enough water.
Director 10 is pleased with the Angara you sent to the Nexus. Thank you for your help. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya?
I've heard of it. Why?
Angara are selling their slots to come here, so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
Możemy im zapłacić. Pomóc z Angarami. No możemy zaprosić ich na Nexusa, jak Tan chciał więcej osób na Nexusie, to why not?
We could let Angara who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director 10 immediately.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Hey there, what's new?
Huh, funny you should ask. I need to know, if I had something really important to do, could I count on you to help, to come along?
To kolejna propozycja?
Important? Or stress relief important?
This time, important. Thanks to my newly remnant augmented scanner, I'm onto something big. Hear that signal? Best I can tell, it's coming from a piece of raw remnant programming tech. A building block in an unused state. My eyes bulge thinking what we might be able to learn from it, or do with it. It's like a rem tech wildcard. The kind of mystery I live for. I have to get it. There's no time to waste, right?
Jeszcze możliwe.
What are the implications of this device, whatever it is?
At the very least, it'll strengthen our bridge to remnant technology. Even just getting closer data readings could help us break down remnant programming, use their tech more efficiently. I need to find it. Like now. Well, now that now's gone, so now.
Dobra, to ważne.
Okay.
That's it? No preamble, no further interrogations, just okay? You're in?
I'm in.
Yes! That your game means the world to me. Loading the coordinates into the galaxy map. Consider me primed and ready.
Polecimy tam z nią, ale też pewnie w następnym odcinku. Tutaj sprawdzę jeszcze wszystkie zadania. Dzięki bardzo za uwagę. My się widzimy w następnym odcinku. Jeżeli podobało wam się, to zapraszam was do subskrypcji. Będę wdzięczny za każdego lajka i każdą kolejną osobę. To bardzo mi zawsze pomaga. A tymczasem widzimy się w następnym odcinku. Cześć!